Bernie Sanders' lasting mark on the party.
And don't forget an attack on fossil fuels. But I would argue, Jason, that it's not just Bernie Sanders. Because while Sanders did influence the race, it's also other factors, one of which is demographics. That is, more minorities population growing, the white vote is shrinking, the white vote tends to be more Republican. Democrats feel confident going forward that they are now a natural majority party. And when you feel that way and you think your opponents are hapless, you push in the direction where you unleash your inner Bernie. Your inner socialist.
Which is why this is also about Obama, not just Bernie Sanders. He has helped move this party a great deal to the left, and it's given Hillary Clinton a lot of headaches throughout her campaign. But this is the result. They had to find some way to keep him happy. And I think one reason they were willing to do this is because these platforms don't really mean a heck of a lot in terms of actually governing. The stuff is there, it's written down somewhere, but the president and a new administration typically goes and does its own thing.
But if you look at Hillary Clinton's agenda, she's not that far from the platform on many things, and Bernie Sanders did drag her left.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, and I think she could conceivably win on that platform. But let's talk. What is the number one issue among the electorate in
the economy?
Economic anxiety.
Right.
So what the Democrats are going to propose is the comforting hand of government to start proposing things like, as Kim said, free state and public college tuition, and Social Security benefits going up. Look, there is no way to pay for them. I'm just going to say one thing, Paul. She could win with that agenda because people are anxious. But if she wins, or if Donald Trump wins, and the economy does not get any stronger than it has been, their party will be hammered in the off-year election, and either one will be a one-term president, and the Democrats have nothing to improve economic growth.
And it also points out something else. She spent the entire campaign telling Bernie Sanders and his supporters that his agenda was pie in the sky. Where are you going to get all this money, Bernie? Where are you going to get all this money? But then she concedes to being in the Democratic platform. Tells you something about Hillary.
What it takes is somebody to make the case that you can't afford this. Is Donald Trump going to make that case, James? I mean, you know, there's also the economic anxiety, which is real, has been created in part by the Democratic agenda that has been in control for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
And yet now they're coming to the rescue and saying, hey, we can make it all right. It's not great, but don't forget that we've been in charge.
Well, I think that's really the challenge, is this is basically a continuation of the Obama agenda, and it even sounds the same way. Remember in his first term, he was talking up his stimulus plan. We got to spend over $800 billion, and we'll build a lot of roads and bridges, and the economy will get going again. Didn't really happen. I mean, they spent the money, but the progress wasn't there. Now they're saying again, new infrastructure programs that were never built by the stimulus we already paid for. So I think that's the tough thing. But neither party they've all decided no more talk about entitlements.